Hi and welcome to my video. So I've recreated my makeup look that I wore for my 30th. I just thought you might like to watch it and hopefully you do like it. I do apologise if you can hear fans or the aircon going. It is that bloody hot here today. It's ridiculous. And we just had a storm as well, so I'm very glad that the power didn't go off during filming this. So anyway, so I hope you do enjoy it. So stick around if you want to see how I somehow created this, and hopefully you enjoy it. Anyway, here we go. Alright, so now that I've got my my primer on, what I go in with is I use Revlon Color Stay in the sand beige slash beige sable one, which is number 180. If you can see that properly. Might be better if I do that. Alright. I've been using this one for years. I would like to actually find a different one. Maybe with a little bit more of a fuller coverage, but this is alright for now. So again, I use my hands, where a lot of people go in with a beauty blender. But just put a little bit around my face, and then I rub it in a little like this. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, "Oh my God, hands!" But I might have a go one day of doing like half and half of one with hands, one with beauty blender, and see how it turns out. But for today, I'm just going to do this. Sorry, I gotta keep looking into my mirror because I'm a bit blind and I should have put my contacts in before doing this. But that'll do for today, it's okay. Alright. And make sure you rub it into your neck and try not to get your ear pods. A little bit on your ears, and make sure I've got that in pretty good. So, and then what I do is I just wipe my hands, and then what I go in with is I've been using two different types of concealers. One is the Fenty one, you know, the honeycomb. If you've, I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. They come in the three colors, which is, there's three different tones as well, so you know, from light to medium to dark and stuff like that. I think there might be another one, but I've got the lightest because I've got pretty fair skin. But I use two different concealers, only because I find linen, for me, it's good, but it's not as, it doesn't conceal as much as I would like, you know, on certain things, you know, like pimples and stuff like that. So I also use this called from Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio, and this is in the color Fair. You can see that. Alright, so what I do is, with the Maybelline Studio, I put a couple of like sort of drops, basically. You don't want a lot because this goes ages, and then I put this goes pretty far. And I put a little bit on my eyelids, And then I get my wet beauty blender. This is where my beauty blender comes in. It's pretty gross, sorry. I just basically blending it in. Just trying to get, see, that's what I mean, like we don't want to put a lot on because that's what happens. Yeah, so when we just put it in like that. Sorry I haven't also uploaded a video in a while as well. We had Christmas and then had a lot of other things going on basically at the time, so I've sort of haven't done any videos in a while. And actually I really enjoyed my last video. If you haven't watched it, it was actually very therapeutic for me, I found. Just having a chat about my miscarriage, and you know, sometimes it's it helps a lot to talk, and you know, you do I know some people seem to bottle up, which is what I do, and that was actually like, it felt pretty amazing to chat about. So I thank you for watching it if you have watched it. Anyway, so once that is all sort of blended in, once you've had all that blended in, I go in with my Fenty concealer, which is in the colour Linen. Then I do like a cross up here, and then what I do is I just put a little bit over some pimples if you have any sort of breakouts, which I have a couple. So then with your wet beauty blender again, I go in and just blend that in. Blend it in my chin and those pimples. Alright, so then I go in with my Amber Fenty stick. I warm it up on my hands, and then I go in, and we want to, this is how I do it, so obviously if you do it different, like I go one there, and one along my jawline, repeat it on this side, and then one along the jawline again, so like that on both sides. I then go in on my nose, so you go down my nose, and also I go on the forehead like that. It's probably not very even, but I will. And then what I do is get my wet beauty blender, and then we blend it in as best as we can. So then we just see, blend it in like this. I don't know where in the world you are. We just had Australia Day. So what we do for every Australia Day is we actually go camping up at Mount Beauty. Now, I know there's a big thing around Australia Day with like changing the date and that, and you know, we go away to celebrate, you know, be with family, not you know, and it's a great time to get away with the family, because half my family, like we go away with my mum's side of the family, so trying to get time to have a big family holiday away with everyone is very hard with everyone working and stuff. So that's our big family holiday, getting away with like all of my mum's, not all of my mum's family is hard, but like you know, my mum's sisters and brothers, and also my grandma, my pops recently passed away. Well, not recently, probably about it's going on 2 years now. So it's just us that go away. And it's great up there. Like we go up there for about a week, and you're basically relaxing on the river, and it's got like a man-made rapids as well. So all the kids go down there on your lilos and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. This year there wasn't a lot of water. Well, there was a bit, but like, you know, if you're my size, it was a bit hard going down the rapids. So I just sort of swam around in the rock pools where we were, and basically snorkeled, just having a look in the rocks and stuff like that. I think it may have been a little, like, not as much water down there because of all the fires, and especially because there was a fire quite close to Mount Beauty, so I think that they must have been using a lot of the water as well. So yeah, but anyway, once I've done the contouring, or my version of contouring, I go in with my eyes. So I go in with my eyes after I've done my contouring. I absolutely love Jeffree Star. I am such a big fan of Jeffree Star. It is not funny. I haven't been very lucky to get a lot of, I just been collecting like bits and pieces of Jeffree Stars for a little bit now, but like so it's taken me a while to get what I have got, and I mean, it's not a huge amount of things that I have got, and you know, a couple of these things I've been given for presents and things like that, which is absolutely great, especially when, you know, you can't really afford a lot of the things. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be primarily using his Blood Sugar palette and also his Thirsty palette. Now these are, oh god, I think that's back. I can't tell if that looks backwards or not. Anyway, so with my Thirsty palette, I'm going to be going in first to all of my eyelid and up to my eyebrow. So I'm going to be using this color here in the palette. So what I do, find a nice brush, and then I go in to dip it into, obviously you know how to put on. So what I do is I just get a nice brush, and then we put it onto all over the your eyelid. Oh, sorry, you're just getting a big shot of my hand, and I do apologise. So just all over the eyelid, like that, and then repeat it on the other side. Obviously, my next colour I'm going to use is in the colour Taste Buds, in his Thirsty palette again. So I get this colour, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on the actual eyelid itself, and just get as much on the I like this color. It's very, very, like, it's not in your face. I don't have very big, I haven't experienced a lot of colors, like, you know, putting them on your face and everything yet. That's what I'm going to do on this channel. I'm going to have a go at doing a few different, you know, styles and stuff like that. I reckon it's going to be fun. But anyway, so we go on with taste buds onto both eyelids. So even on both sides. So we look like that basically so far. And then top, which is a brown. Hopefully this will resemble what I did. Anyway, so we're only going on to half of the eyelid and into the crease. Now, if you find it easier to use a fluffy brush, yeah, that's usually what the gurus tell you to. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to blend out the brown, all the king touches. So it is a brown actually, so just putting the color on the eyelid, in the crease, and then blending it out. Just like that. So I'm just going to do this other eye, and then we'll come back. Alright. So once that color, once both eyes are being done, I then go on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of the Star Babe, I think that's how you would spell it. Star Babe, I think it is. Yeah, which is a very sort of a darker tone. It's like a more of a, it's like an orangey brown sort of, I reckon. So what I then do is I'm going to put it actually in the crease again, just to build up our colouring a bit, just to make it a little bit more dramatic. Probably not going to be dramatic, but yeah, it's going to be something. Anyway, so again, just putting it on the outer corner and in your crease. And I do apologise, I'm going to have to do a different setup because it's not going to work doing all you know, videos in the future with, you know, me doing this, so I'm going to have to set it up. It's a bit different, but anyway, this will do for today. And then what we're going to do is we're going to blend it with our fluffy brush end again. So it looks something like that. And so maybe we might go a little bit darker. Alright. I'm just going to do this eye and then I will come back. So once I've got them looking semi-unison, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, with the fluffy brush, I'm going to bring it just down, sort of giving it a bit of a smoky effect, like under the eye. So just, because you still should have a little bit of colour on your brush, and plus you bring it down from what's already up there. Just so if you can see, it just comes down, just probably about that far under your eye, And then we'll do the same on this side. See if that looks roughly the same. Which it does. I might just blend this side out a little bit more. And don't poke yourself in the eyeball while you're doing it. Anyway, so once we've got this sort of look going on, what I'm going to do is then what I love in the Blood Sugar palette. Now I love the gold donor color in the Blood Sugar palette. So basically, like I'll show you, like it is, if you can see that, like it is just, oh, I love it. It's my favorite color to use. So what I do is I use my finger for this, because I find it just goes, the pigment goes on a bit better when it's like something like that. So what I do is then I just put a little bit in the middle of my eyelid. And I'm giving you the finger, I've just realised, I'm sorry. Let's change fingers. And then again, just in the middle of your eyelid. Just getting it sort of, you can blend it out a little bit if you want. You can bring up a little bit of the extra excess into your blend as well, so it gives it a bit of a sparkle. And then I'll do this side. And this color, I feel like you can't not have enough of. It's absolute, like, this is like my absolutely like favorite go-to look with the gold. And then what I do is then just blend out, if you go like above the crease, just blend it out into the rest of your eyeshadows that you've done. Now, okay, so what I do is I get an angled brush. By the way, these don't have numbers, so I can't tell you what they are. And what I do is I wet the brush a little bit, and I go into that gold, so basically just putting it on the end, and then I go in just under, just along the eye as well, like underneath it, just add a little bit more of a pop. Just like that, hopefully you can see it. Okay, so off camera what I did was I had to put my eyeliner on because I stuffed up, so I had to redo the side. I also put on some powder just to bake myself so that it will stay on all day basically, well, as long as I want it to. So while that's drying, which I don't think it will take long because it's so freaking hot, is I'm going to do my eyebrows. Now, a lot of people do it differently, obviously. This is self-taught. No one's told me how to do them properly. So, what I do is I just give them a little bit of a comb. I go in with the L'Oreal Paris Brow Artist Genius Kit. If that will show, and it is awesome. So I go in with that. So there's a basically like a cream, and also when you open it, you've got like a cream on this side, and it's got a powder on this side, and then this is, I couldn't tell you what shade this is. I'm guessing it's obviously the brunette, but I don't know if it's actually a shade or whatever. So what I do is I get my angle brush, and then I put into like the gel kind of color, And then I just paint my brows. And this is how I do it. And just paint it on. Basically, go in for some more if needed. Oh my god, I've got like powder and all stuff in here, sorry. With the other side, do the same. I've been thinking about doing microblading, but it is quite expensive as well. And I may do it in the future. I might even do a video of me getting it and see what happens. So basically, we're just painting it on again. And then I go in, give them a little bit of a brush again. Just make sure that they're sitting okay. And then I go in with my angled brush again. I go in with the powder. And then the powder is a lot darker than the cream. That, and then I just powder it on. And then just repeat it on the other side. I need to get my eyebrows done again, I think. Anyway. And then what I do is I then just brush them. Make sure you fix up any mistakes that you may have made. Alright, so they are my eyebrows. Now that this will be all dry, what I do is I go in with my big fluffy brush and just brushing all that powder, wipe off any excess. Any excess will go right into your skin basically as well. What I found also is that letting it bake, it acts as a highlighter as well. That's why I've learned to leave the areas that you've baked it on more luminous, if that's the word that you use. After I've done that, what I do is I go in with my, what I do next is I go in with my Maybelline mascara. So I use the Maybelline, the Color Sale Volume Express Mascara, Smoky Eyes basically. If you can see that properly, so you can see that. It's got pretty big brush as well, which I think is absolutely awesome. And then I just, so then what I do is I just put it on, obviously what you do with anyone else. I have skipped a step. I haven't curled them as well, but that's okay for today. I also I coat both sides. So now that we've got the mascara on, what we're going to do is we're going to do a highlight. So I use the Fenty in Starstruck. If you can see that, hopefully you can see that. Anyway, what I do, warm it up on my hands, and then I go sort of on the top of my cheekbones. So I'll draw a line. I'll do the other side about the same. Also do the tip of the nose and above the cupid bone. Yeah. So I do that, and then also I'll go up above the eyeshadow as well, just to give it a bit more va-la-boom, if that's the word. Alright, with the highlighter, I just use my fingers and I throw it into my skin. Just sort of blend it so it's not just all it's one line. It looks a bit shit, you know. It probably looks all shit, but anyway. And we'll just rub it in like that. Rub the nose a little bit, and then I get do like my blush sort of. This palette is as old as the hills. I love this palette. I've used it forever. It's literally a drugstore brand, BYS, and it's blush and bronzer basically. But what I just do, so this looks like, you know, it's like a multiple colors basically all in one. I brush it on a little bit, tap it, because this will go, and then just around where you put in between your bronze, your contour and your highlighter. I then put this. Alright, now that we're sufficiently blushed and bronzed, so for my guess, I have Jeffree Star lippies, and I'm thinking about going a red with this look, I think. So I have multiple reds in his formulas. I've got the Cherry Wet, which is sort of like a orangey pink really, so I might not use that one. I've also got Jeffree Who, that's a lovely colour. I got Hi, How Are Ya? And also I've got Poinsettia, which is these ones. Let's go with Hi, How Are Ya? This is very deep, but it's a beautiful like colour. I'll swatch it on my hand so that you can see it if you haven't already got it. So it's like a really, really nice colour. Like it's a real deep sort of reddy purpley. Oh, I wouldn't even say purple, I'd say more pink really. It does have a little bits of glitter through it as well. So we'll just put this on. then do is once I've finished everything, I go in with a priming and setting spray just to lock it all in place. This is also came up. It's the OXX Studio brand as well. Comes with that solid. It's actually quite a nice little bottle. And just mist. And that's it. Hopefully you like my tutorial. What, I can't even pronounce it. I know that I'm gonna have to change the setup a bit so that I'm facing you guys a little bit better, and definitely wear contacts when I'm doing it so I can see. But I think this went pretty good for a first makeup video. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back and watch more of my videos, and hopefully yeah, watch me be more of a dickhead. Anyway, don't forget that you're a legend and you are awesome and you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. Anyway, also don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you did enjoy it. Comment down below if there's makeup or a video that you would like to watch. And yeah, anyway, I'll catch you next time. Bye.